open up about with this awful crash that happened near Reagan Airport in Washington, D.C. My question is this. What is the vaccine status, the CV-19 vaccine status of all involved? The helicopter pilots, the airline pilots, the people in the tower, the air traffic controllers.
The symptoms of being exposed to the SARS-CoV-2 synthetic pathogen, the number one symptom is cognitive dysfunction. People that have been injected have severe cognitive dysfunction and cognitive design because the SARS-CoV-2 spike protein, if you will, the neuroweapon, is a neuroweapon as well. And again, the number one symptom is cognitive decline, which, it's similar to dementia and Alzheimer's and whatnot. A lack of memory, lack of responsiveness, fatigue, exhaustion. And another symptom of both the injections and also the long COVID is there is vision decline as well. So I think it would make sense for anyone that's involved in aviation to have a full cognitive test and also to have another vision test to make sure that their eyesight is still acute, is still sharp. In Pfizer's report from 2022, where they simply recorded from people calling in the harmful effects of the COVID-19 injections, just the Pfizer injections and just the phone calls that they got, across 1.5 million people, there was nearly 800,000 reports of cognitive decline and cognitive dysfunction. So that's 1 out of 3 people. It was the number one reported harmful effect.
Tell us about what you think is going on with this AI, Stargate, nanoparticle, mRNA vaccines that they just keep charging forward on.
They are planning. These mRNA AI cancer vaccines are locked and loaded. And as Larry Ellison explained, he said, we're going to take a blood sample from you and find out exactly what type of cancer you have. Well, that's not what the patents say. The patents say that you're going to be injected with a diagnostic, a biosensor that's going to read the cells in your body to try to determine what type of cancer that you have a proclivity towards, right? So Larry Ellison says we take a blood test, we run it through AI, it says you have this type of cancer, and then we inject you with artificial intelligence mRNA cancer vaccine that's customized, that's personalized to your type of cancer. Now, here is the kicker, is that when you actually look at the patent shows that the mRNA AI cancer vaccines, they don't cure cancer, they find cancer cells and they accelerate blood vessel growth by encoding the cells with the mRNA for something called vascular endothelial growth factor. We call it VEGF. It's just blood vessel growth factor. It is what is needed for embryonic development, for developing an embryo into a baby, for fast tissue growth. It is also the key factor in cancer tumor growth, which is why so many cancer treatments include what we call anti-VEGF. How do we shut down the production of blood vessel growth to shut down the accelerated growth of cancer tumors? The whole concept, Greg, is absolute insanity. They recode your cells, including your white blood cells, to not attack the cancer cells, but to find the cancer cells and then feed them with blood vessel growth factors so they turn into turbo cancers and they don't die. We should be speaking out against this. There is an initiative, there is a global initiative to merge the human body with technology, to replace our biological cells and tissues with technology. And as I've said, synthetic biology is creating technology that mimics biology and then merging that with the human body. And it's not just our external, like what we think of ours as our major systems, respiratory and cardiovascular and stuff. But I think a lot of times people don't understand this also includes our brain and our neurological system to replace our normal cognitive functions with artificial intelligence technology. And this isn't a conspiracy theory. This global effort to replace how God created us, with technology. And we need to not pretend that it doesn't exist. The Spirit of God dwells within our body. This is a temple. And if we replace how God created us with artificial intelligence and technology, well, then we sever our connection to God. And we really need to face this head on. The only words that came to my mind when I actually read this master patent, which we're going to show some screenshots of from Moderna, the first words that came to my mind is that this technology is demonically inspired. Those were the only ways I could describe it. It was an attack on God's greatest creation and his greatest love, which is humanity and mankind. It is demonically inspired technology. And they don't even really cover up that they're trying to kill human beings. BioNTech's mission statement in 2021 was harnessing the immune system's full potential to fight human disease, the disease of humans. So this is not a development, exclusively from Oracle and OpenAI. This is something that Pfizer and BioNTech have been working on, prior to 2021. AI mRNA cancer vaccine, because Americans and global citizens don't want mRNA, they may call it personalized or precision vaccines. This is the extinction of the human species as we know it, right? So that is what this is about. It is about the survival of this new hybrid artificial intelligence human species, which is not human anymore. It's our extermination.